what you're gonna do, well, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pop all these fuses and relay out, and then start opening it. So here we go. Just catches it. There we go. So I'm gonna pop all these. Oh, you know what? Before I go on, before you start tearing these relays and popping all these fuses out for your car, if you want to open this up, it's a good thing for you to take a snapshot. To take photos of where everything goes, the number of the fuses and stuff, so that way when you try to put it back in, it's going to be a lot faster and easier. So for me, I already have that. So here, I'm going to pop this out. All that off, and that's what's left. So, and the next you have these things here, just pop. Just kind of put in there, pick it up, just keep going. You could put something to wedge in here and just kind of hold it up with whatever, but I think I don't need to do that. This is a bad box already, so I don't need to be careful with this. This fuse box is already the bad one. So, but I still want to show you guys what it looks like on the inside, since I said I'm gonna make a video and show it to you guys. I mean, who knows, it might be of useful that this video was made. So once you pop all that out right there, then you're gonna just lift it up. See, you lift that up, set that aside. Now in here, see, you got all these like weird prongs and stuff that I don't know if the lighting is good or not, but see, it's got all these like steel prongs right here that holds onto the fuses and stuff. See? On mine, okay, I had tried to repair this one by putting a rubber band on this one and trying to pull it this way, because this one broke off. It has, let's try to catch it. See? The back piece right here would hold on to that one part of the fuse, but this one here, it broke off, so it didn't have anything. See, it only had it on the left side, this guy right here. So I used a rubber band to pull from this guy this way, forcing it this way. That way, hopefully it'll catch. Now this fuse right here is for my windshield wiper. Okay, and on the actual fuse, this one is use, and this one is not use and not use. So what I did was I even tried to break this off and solder it to this one, but that didn't work. It fell off. But anyhow, with that being said, I'm gonna show you the relay that controls the ESP and the airlift. So the relay that controls the ESP, if you was to look like this, okay, like that, and this is where it slides into that box. Okay, so the green one, which is this one right here, okay, let me zoom out. I don't know why I did that. The green one, which controls the air ride, this one goes right in here, and this one. Now with mine, since it goes to this one right here, with this one right here, the original one, it was not getting a good connection right here. Okay, I now explain to you, I'll show you what actually happened. look at it, see these good one here? The good one will have like a whatever you want to call it, like a two head, you know, like trying to kiss each other right there on the top. I don't know if you can see it. Now, that's a good one. But for mine, the back part, see, it's all like melted away, the tip of it. So it doesn't even have that round part like that. See, it's supposed to be, this is the good one. It's supposed to be round like that, but this one's all like kind of melted away. This one and even the one in the back right there. That's why I went ahead and bought a whole new fuse box. See, when you put this in there, it doesn't really want to catch on. Okay, and if it does catch on, there's like a gap right here. For this one, there's like a gap that this goes right there. Okay. So even when I try to like force these two to bend back, I still wasn't getting a good enough connection. Okay, I still wasn't getting a good connection to the relay right here, this one. So now again, like I said, these do go back, and this is what it looks like. So you could tear yours apart and try to, you know, compare. Look at all these prongs, see what the condition they are in, and go from there. You might notice some that are good, you might notice some that are bad like mine, but keep in mind that this is just the top layer. Okay, the prongs on top right here, what I can see is just the top. Now it goes down deeper, and there's like a section of this. Okay, it goes like later. So if you take this part right here, you could actually lift this up. Okay, you can actually pull this up. Take that, pull this up and out. Okay. Then you're gonna like get more into detail now. Be very careful, because once you remove this right here, this first guard right here that holds these prongs in places, there are some of these guys right here that will fall apart. See that? Like this one right here. Okay, there's a slot for it. It goes right there. Now be careful. Make sure you videotape this or take a picture before you start taking stuff out, because if this falls off and land anywhere in here and you don't know, you're gonna be all like, oh wow, what the hell, what's gonna happen? Shit, I'm kind of screwed. See, not just only that one, but this one too. See, there is a slot there for it. I don't know if you can see. See this slot right there, it has like a little hole right there, right there. But then again, like I said, you got to be careful. I don't care about this box here, because I had already got mine replaced, and this is just again to show you guys. See, look at me, I'm kind of confused now. Okay, it goes right there, because this one is for the 60 amp right here. It goes onto there. See, it sits on there. And then see, look with mine, when I try to repair this, okay, when I try to repair this, even this one right here is all discolored. Look at that. I try to like clean it, shave it off, whatever. Look at the bottom, the top. And again, I've never opened this thing before until when I started having that issue, that problem with the ESP, and my suspension wasn't lifting up. So when I took this apart, I noticed these dirty marks right here. It's not a burn mark, I don't think. It just corroded and dirty, and I don't know from what, because there's no sign of water damage or anything like that. If you guys ever do remove this, the red clip right here, there's like a way that you put them in. They just don't snap in however way you want. So this red clip right here, in case it falls off when you do remove you know, the first layer, the protector right here, if these do come apart, they go in a certain way. So let me see. Okay, so this is the problem. This red thing here goes into there. Now remember, it has to slide over to this right there. That metal, see, look, I'll show you again. Goes in there. So this metal right here, this part right here, okay, that metal has to go in between here. So that metal goes in between here, like that, like that. So a close up, like that. Look at that, perfect fit. See, so this goes in there like that. Bam, 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 and then, you know, because when you do, you know, close it up, it squeezes this to this. So stupid light. So zoom in. So it squeezes. See, it squeezes that one wire that goes underneath. It comes up in here, and this guy squeezes it like it sandwiches it together like that. See, so it'll sandwich that one wire coming up like that. Okay. Anyhow, that's how it goes in. If you guys do happen to have this move and it just fell apart, so it goes like that. Okay, like that. And that's basically it right there. That's what it looks like on the inside. You're gonna see some that are bad. There's no point in trying to repair this. I try cleaning it. It just sometimes, you know, it's just bad, and there's not much you could do. Especially like, see, like mine for instance. See, look how bad that is. The top, it just, you know, it's been shorting out, and so it kind of melted that, especially for the air ride right here. These two sets is supposed to be, you know, like hugging the back relay for the air ride, and it's not. Mine was kind of loose. That's why, it's because it's no longer a tight. And I squeezed these two pairs together, and the one in the back here. They're supposed to look like this. Okay. They're supposed to look like that, like two head kissing. That's, but instead they look like that, like kind of messed up. So you could tell. See, this guy here is really much clearer to see. It's like I don't know what you want to call it, a drop of water upside down. This guy's doesn't have that circle here. So that's when you know that it's not getting a good contact on the relay. Like I said, even though I bent this, and then the other one that is for the ESP was this guy right here. Okay, so this part right here, this guy. My windshield wiper wasn't working. It was the last row, which is, see, this is this guy. So this fuse was let me see. So again, see, this set of fuse is used. This set of fuse is used, not used. This is the one for my windshield wiper. It wasn't working because it only had one prong in the back for the fuse for the 15 amp. Okay. And it just wasn't getting a good enough contact. Okay. And I didn't do anything to this. My windshield wipers stopped working. the air ride stopped lifting, and then I found out it was that. I tried to repair that, it didn't work. ESP came on. The ESP might be here too, 'cause, I mean, I really don't know, but they said it's supposed to be number K. K was that one, but anyhow, I'll put this back. So the way it goes back in, make sure everything's here, okay? Everything looks good, so put back in. So this will go right there. Just make sure that the top kind of go in first, like that. There you go. I mean, you can take out more and more layers and stuff, but it's not gonna do you any good. Just this is good enough for you to see. So let's put this back in right here. So this color one goes this side. I mean, you can only tell like which way. It only goes in one way. Yeah, just put it down. It'll drop in. Don't force it. It will just fit. Close it back up. Make sure they'll snap. Just double check that the clips are folded and tightly intact with the other clip. I mean, look. Overall, if you guys want to try to repair that and you can't find a box, that's probably like the last resort, last option that I recommend you guys try to fix that, or try to order the internal part and try to replace some of that silver contact to replace that bad one. However you guys want to do it, that's fine and great, but I mean, there's always going to be chances where you buy a new box, like a used one from eBay or anywhere locally, and then it happened to have some kind of malfunction or some kind of burnt out prongs in there. The last thing that you could do is, if you do get one of those bad boxes with the burnt out prongs, you could probably open that up and swap the bad one and put that in there. But normally, if you buy something from eBay, they have the warranty, return policy or whatnot. But give it a shot. That's what it looks like on the inside. That's how, for me, I do know that when it comes to volts, electrical acceleration, or stepping on the brakes, it uses volts and power. If there's not enough current, it's gonna lag with spark plug, throttle, with the throttle actuator, the throttle body, the alternator, all that plays a big role in the electrical system. But at the end of the day, all that alternator, all that stuff can work like efficiently, fully functional, if the relay or the fuses that's not getting the correct contact, it's just going to be making little zapping sparks here, and then when there's sparks, it starts to melt stuff. It's just like soldering, or not soldering, I'm sorry, like welding metal. There's sparks. You could use gas, or you could use wire feeder. It's still gonna spark. So this is just like a little version of that, tiny version of the welding stuff. The contact, if it's loose, it's gonna make little tiny zaps and spark, and then eventually it's gonna heat up something and burn out that prong in there. So the relay that we try to swap out, okay, we think that it's bad. We take a relay out, we test it, and then what is really confusing to me is this. Whenever you run a tester, right? What's confusing to me is whenever we run a tester, so you put let's say you put a fuse in there, okay? This is really confusing, okay? And I kind of figured this one out. Now, just because we have a fuse in there, now imagine this. On this side right here, on this side, this is the live line that comes from this power. So that, let's say that this feeds this whole part right here. This whole part here is this side of the fuse. So it gets power here. If it gets power, it's got to send the power down this way. So whenever we run a little light tester, we touch here and the light glow on our light tester, it glows, and you touch here, it glows. It's telling us that the fuse is good, and we think, okay, there's nothing wrong with this fuse. But the prong on this side here, on this side, which is getting connected, the power comes in here and runs around to here. This guy that feeds like the wiper and the car, the ESP, whatever, it's just an example. The power's coming here, but the prong that's supposed to be touching here to get the power, it's not touching. So then we're thinking, okay, we touch this guy, this side here on top of here with the light tester, and it glows. But then down here is the actual problem that's inside here we can't see. So the electrical issue is what our mistake that we are not seeing and realizing is that the internal part that's supposed to be touching this side or this side, whatever side it is, it's not getting enough contact to send to the unit, which is the windshield wiper. So, we test the fuse, it's great. We pull it out, we look at it like, we could lick it and taste it. No, it's good. But on the inside here, that's where it's bad. So, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to open this fuse box up and kind of explain to you and show you guys what it is in here. Now, moving forward with what I had mentioned here is that this is probably something that happens a lot more often than we actually, think. Like, not just Mercedes. I'm talking about like for BMW, Honda, Ford, all that stuff. Whenever we have a vehicle that, oh wait, a light's not working, we check the fuses, or the injector's not working, or something like that, right? We think that it's a relay, we think it's a fuel pump, we think it's this, the fuel pump's not coming on. We test the fuel pump, it's great. We test the fuse, this is for the fuse, for the fuel pump. I'm starting my car, it's cranking, it's not getting any fuel. So we went ahead and, replaced the fuel pump. It's great. We test the fuel pump, it's great, it's working. We test the fuse, is working. And then at the end of the day, everything else besides the stupid box is fine except for what's happening in here. So I think that a lot of our problem with the car not running right, with the alternator not charging, with the transmission not getting enough or the communication that it needs to the other ECU, I think the first thing that we as a car owner probably need to do is try to swap this out first. If we could find something that that we can find on eBay or OfferUp or Craigslist, whatever it is, Amazon or whatever, we can find a used one locally or brand new one. If it's going to be, let's say $100, $150 or $200, I suggest that we should try to check the main fuse box from any of our cars now. Hondas, Jettas, imports, domestic cars, Ford or minivans or whatever it is. We're not getting the right proper communication or car power. I think we should go ahead and try to find something that's used. The main fuse box, swap this out. We can find it for $100 rather than try to go for a fuel pump that's $200 or taking it to the dealership or whatever. I'm suggesting that we, as a car owner, try this first, because I would have never even, thought that this could go bad. I would think, oh, it's gonna be the module itself, like the air suspension pump or whatever it is. But this is something that we should all like really focus on first when we have problems with our car. I know this is what I'm gonna do with my BMW when something fails now. You know, you never know, but that's what it looks like on the inside, and that's what will happen when the contacts not, you know, contact each other. And now, I'm pretty much done. I just want to show you guys that. So here's everything. I'll put everything back because I took a video of this before I took out all the relays and the fuses, and so I'll put it back after the video. So I hope the other video helps. I posted a couple videos now, one of the Mercedes and one of the BMW, which I did the fleshing of the oil pump, the oil screen. And I'm kind of new to this eBay thing. I'm not. I'm, sorry, I'm kind of new to this YouTube thing, posting up videos and stuff like that. Um, but now with, you know, technology and stuff, with all these stuff happening, I find that YouTube and stuff are very useful when it comes to repairing cars and stuff. And I do a lot of things besides repairing cars and stuff. Like I do networking and home stuff, fixing houses, so on and so on. So this is something that I just like to fix and do, because when something breaks, my job is to repair it, and I love the challenge. If you guys have a problem with your vehicle, I might be able to help. So just send me an email or make a comment on my YouTube page, and I'll see what I can do. We'll go from there. But again, this is something that I have barely started. If it helps people, I'm gonna go ahead and keep making more videos, even of like plumbing and stuff, fixing TV, hanging TVs. There's like easy ways that I could do it. Like, you know, testing electrical stuff like that, because I'm kind of a retired a general contractor. I was doing homes and stuff, building houses, but I just want to kind of like relax and spend some time with my kids. So anyhow, I'm doing all this video right now to try to help people. If it helps, hit like, make a comment, and it'll motivate me to make more videos and, you know, show you guys what I can do, and we'll go from there. Okay, all right, thanks guys.